Hey guys, so we are in my kitchen again making another awesome recipe that I found. This one is super simple and we are actually using the Hosstile chocolate protein for this one. I figured I would do a couple recipes with the chocolate protein, give you guys some different options. So today we are making chocolate peanut butter, well, they're homemade chocolate peanut butter protein bars. And so I really liked this recipe just because they're all like very simple ingredients you have at home. I know what's going in my protein bar. A lot of times when I have protein bars, I feel like they upset my stomach. Honestly, I can't really digest them because of all the added ingredients that they put in those. So I wanted to find a good protein bar that you can make at home. These literally taste like Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. They are absolutely delicious and I want to share this with you guys. So I already mixed up some of the ingredients. So all you're going to need, I already have it mixed up for you guys to show you. So you are going to use 3/4 cup of peanut butter. I use the crunchy, always use crunchy. I feel like in any baked goods, the crunchier the better. And it also kind of gives you like those peanuts in there. So it just gives it like more, it gives it a better consistency. So 3/4 cup of the peanut butter. Then we've got 1/2 cup of our Hosstile chocolate protein. And then we have 2 tablespoons now. So to make this sweet, we have 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, which maple syrup is a great sugar source to use for baked goods. I love it, it tastes good. So we got that all mixed up together. And then for the topping now, for the chocolate topping, we are using dark chocolate chips, which I have right here. So this recipe actually, it just says like milk chocolate, whatever chocolate chips you'd like. I like the dark chocolate because it has kind of like a bitey taste, the dark chocolate. And then we're mixing coconut oil with that. So we're gonna heat that up in the microwave. And then after we put this in the pan, we pour the chocolate on top of it. And then we'll put some salt on top. So with the dark chocolate, the coconut mixed, and then with the peanut butter and then the salt on top, it just is like the perfect taste together. It's absolutely delicious. So let's get this started because I've become addicted to these and I've been craving them. So I've got this all mixed up, like I said. So you just mix those ingredients up, maple syrup, peanut butter, protein, mix it up to where it kind of gives you like a consistency like this. It's kind of hard. And then now I use just like a little like loaf pan. I think it's like a 9x5 or something. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to put parchment paper in there so that when we add this, when it's done, you're just gonna pull the paper out and it's on there and then you just cut it up. Serving wise, this gives you about, I think it gave me about 10. It really depends on how big you cut them, if you want them like little, if you want them small. The way I cut them were probably about like, they were like just like medium. You'll see after we're done. So I've got this, hands are clean, so I'm gonna use my hands, but as you see, it's just kind of like hard like that. And we are going to form it into the pan. Kind of like shape it into the pan, flatten it out. And like I said, I love this recipe because it's super simple. Really, really is. I think the only thing that takes long is waiting for them to be done. So after we're done with these and we get it all prepared in the pan, we are going to put it in the freezer for about an hour, let them harden, and then we'll take them out, let them sit for a little bit, and then we'll cut them up. But it is literally worth the wait. You guys are truly gonna love these. No more buying your Reese's, you'll have a protein Reese's, and these don't upset my stomach at all. Unless like obviously I'm eating like all of it at once, naturally. but I love that these are just like natural ingredients. Like I said, I know what's going into it. And I'm a sucker for anything chocolate peanut butter. Kind of just pour that like that. Okay, that looks perfect. So let me show you guys what it looks like. It looks so pretty. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's in the pan. Now what I'm gonna do, I've got my half a cup of chocolate chips in the bowl, and then a teaspoon of coconut oil. And so we'll heat that up. Put it in there for about 30 seconds. Check on it. Stir it up. I noticed it was probably about like a minute to get it like at the right consistency, the chocolate. But these are so freaking good. I have another recipe too. It is also a homemade chocolate peanut butter protein bar, but they're actually made with bananas. So I figured I'd make these ones first because this was the first one that I just was like, oh my gosh, they need these now. Okay, so let's take this out, stir it up. And then I'll put it back in for another 30 seconds. I think I'll actually put it in for like 40. So I had actually made, when I made these, my husband Mike had tried them and he loved them. And I had them in a plastic container in the fridge. And usually he, you know, will get into things, you know, when he's hungry, but those are sitting in there and I noticed like he hadn't been eating them. So I was like, well, maybe he's just not crazy about them, you know? So I just kept on eating them. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let them go to waste. So I was eating them and then I had told him like, oh, you didn't really like those? And he was like, what? He's like, I totally forgot about those. And I was like, well, I mean, there's a little bit left. Pretty much ate them all, but I was like, I'm gonna make like a new batch anyways for the video, so you'll be able to get some. So I know he was super excited about me doing this because he wants more of them, which I mean, I don't blame him. Okay, so this looks pretty good because it's sea-wise. So just kind of looks like that, melted chocolate. But like I said, guys, you gotta do the dark chocolate. Even if like you're kind of like, I don't know, I like milk chocolate. These just, the dark chocolate is a game changer with these. And dark chocolate's better for you. So I've got this all prepared. Now what I'll do is just pour it on top. Pour it on top and then just kind of spread it evenly. I'm always trying to find like little sweets that I can make at home instead of just buying stuff, unless like I'm really feeling like, okay, like I need this, you know? But I enjoy just kind of more baking than I do cooking. I enjoy cooking, but Mike kind of does more of the cooking than I do. I like to do kind of more things like this. I find it more enjoyable. Okay, so I'm gonna spread it. And I will make sure we'll put the macros in the caption for you guys. And exactly like how many I get out of this. Like I said, about 8, but we'll see how we cut it up. Okay, that looks perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, got it. Getting a little too OCD here with it. Okay. Last thing now, guys. Oh, this is so good. So we're gonna take our salt, our coarse sea salt, and we are going to put it on top. So I just have coarse kosher salt. So kind of just eye it. That salt just gives it such a nice taste with the dark chocolate and the peanut butter, the protein. I think that's enough. I don't like to put too much. I don't want to overkill, because you can always add more if you want to. So looks just like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the freezer for about an hour. Put my timer on. Find a spot in your freezer. Timer on. My timer on here, my oven. And then we will come back in an hour and I will show you guys how beautiful these babies are. And you guys will most likely want to make them immediately. I'm telling you, these are just to die for. Like, this is like, ugh. So we will let those marinate in the freezer for an hour, come back, and then I'll show you guys what we got. I'm back with the goods. So we had this sitting there for about an hour, and this is what it looks like. So we are going to take it out and I'll show you. That's why this parchment paper is so nice, because you just pull it out and then we're gonna cut it up. I didn't leave it out for too long because I'm just really, really wanting to cut these up, show you guys, and honestly eat some. So we're going to cut it up. Let me get a plate to put it on. And I will show you how this is done. Okay, so pull it out just like that. So typically when I put my parchment paper too in here, I always spray the pan so that it's just like an easy little slide. Even though I just got like freaking oil right here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then now we're going to cut them. So as you see, and when you cut them, it almost kind of just cuts on its own. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, so about 8. And so I take the bar like that and then I just cut it in half. So that'll give us 8. Let's do this. Let me wipe this. Made a mess with the oil on here. I think I'm just like overwhelmed to eat these. Honestly, I'm really excited. So I'm just like, okay. So look how cute those are, guys. They're nice and like thick too. It's not like too thin. So you just have like that nice crunchy bite. Let's see. Some of them might be like a little uneven, but who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to like look like perfect. Obviously I want it to look perfect for you guys, but at the end of the day, this recipe is to die for, and we'll be having you saying hallelujah. Okay, let's see. These ones are getting a little crunchier. See, look at kind of, but it doesn't matter. I'll probably eat that up. Okay, I won't cut them all up right now, but I will show you guys. This is how they turn out. And then after, typically what I'll do then is I'll just keep them in the fridge. You can keep them in there. It had said like for like a couple weeks, so it lasts long, but I mean, these are gonna be gone probably within the next few days, honestly. So I'm gonna take a bite for you guys because I really want you guys to make this. That's good, Grace. It literally tastes like a Reese's. To die for, guys. So good, so good. Like I said, recipe in the caption, macros, how to do it. So simple and just like absolutely amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll have another recipe coming for you guys soon, and I'm going to enjoy this. It's a little dance.